So the question is, what keeps you awake at night?
I'm particularly concerned about the cost price squeeze and the fact that we need to get bigger. You know, the data is in every 20 years we need to double our production.
It goes from the very basic, primary act of dealing with Earth up, to the highest sophistication of the international financial markets. And in a way, you have to deal with all those variables, and you have to do it yourself.
We look like it as a big challenge to feed the world.
Because farming is a little bit of a solitaire exercise. So I want to know, if my neighbors are facing the same problems that I am.
So as a child, the challenge was when my father said, go and move the sheep from paddock X to paddock Y was, that was the challenge. Whereas now, it's much more global and there's, more economic things involved.
You deal with unknowns which have to do with diseases, with pests.
What will we do on our farm? Will we grow?
Trying to extract the most out of the natural resources which are given to you to manage.
There'll be something that he'll be doing different than I, or trying something different, and it'll save me having to replicate that. And I'll go, hey, how'd that go? What happened here? And he'll go, oh, yeah, that was great. Try this. Or no, don't go there. So certainly, relationships king. Yeah.
Our experience can definitely help farmers in other places in the world.
For me, by listening to the stories of my colleagues here coming from different parts of the world, I find that at the end of the day, the challenges are all about the same.
Yeah, what we need is a kind of channel, independent channel, so that we can see what's happening in the world. For example, what's happening with Fonterra, what's happening in America, what's happening with the weather forecast. There's so much more things we need. So what we need is an independent channel where we can get our information.
I think there is a lot of room for improvement.
Do you think that platforms like Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn are suitable enough to be used by farmers?
I think we need more than that. Twitter, for example, short characters, it's good for getting a grab out there and just sharing, and a photo, it's good. But sometimes discussions require more technical expertise and bigger space. I think it could be done better.
Maybe when there is a site where you can go with your question and where another farmer has an answer for you, maybe that is some kind of way farmers can discuss all over the world with each other.
I don't know if you could have it by commodity or industry or something like that, but I'm genuinely interested in the big things going on in the world. So if I could make some kind of filter and get the information on them, that would cut out these guys. Very interesting.
If it was real relevant information, I would be willing to spend quite a bit of time. I would, if I work 12 to 14 hours a day, I would happily spend 2 of those hours or 3 gathering information, because I think it would make my other hours much more productive.
Sometimes we don't really know what we need, and so sometimes we need people outside the industry, or even people within the industry that have a blue sky concept to say, hang on, have you thought about this?
There is so many people doing more with much less resources than I have, that I have almost the obligation to make a very, very big jump in the efficiency of the use of the resources I have back home on the farm.
Yes, but I think this platform could be a great thing to share the good stories. Because when I think you hear the lovely stories of farmers and what they've done to get where they are, farmers are good people. So, hats off to Rabobank for organising an international farming thing, but maybe there's a role for an international agricultural bank to try and help us do that.
We need a doctor only once a year, but you need a farmer 3 times a day.